Greetings and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 6-Minute Daily for Monday, the 23rd of March. It's a glorious day, everybody, and hopefully you guys all got a chance to see Project Hail Mary in the theater on the biggest possible screen you could find. If not, try to do that soon. It is extraordinary, so much so it is a global sensation, and we're going to talk about the over $140 million opening of this epic, and it is epic, no matter what you think. I was excited. I was stoked. I was enjoying myself. And Bill Blum got out of bed one day to go see a movie. I hope you go and see it. Sarpusky Burr is in the house. We got a lot of great folks here this morning, including Ms. Pick Cafe, who's working already. Dr. Jill Powers, who's working already. PJ, otherwise known as Penny is out there. Spirian in the house. We got Texas 84. It was a quick 2.5 hours. It truly was. And the lovely Ruby Hoove gives a Culture Casino membership this morning. Thank you to those of you who watched the video and did comment. You guys are great. And even when they were negatives, I had Jeff send me a negative one saying 12 million in previews. Well, you know, I guess. But you should watch my follow-up on the box office, in companion with the review that I did, and the reasons why I think this was one of the most perfect adaptations you could have had to offer. And I don't think you could have done it any other way. Thank you, Ruby Hoop, for the Culture Casino gifted memberships. Randall Orser's in the house all the way from Canada, and we've got the Caledon 910, everybody's favorite radio station. Cat Slave, Low Specs, Linux Gaming, Izzo's Place. Look at you guys. Squeak a Mouse got a gift membership. Awesome. We got, Corporeal Being out there. Look at all the people, including the Weatherman. I hope you're feeling better, brother. And then we got, of course, Crazy White Boy. And that gets us going. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're going to be started soon. We got a minute and change left to say hi to many more of you. Again, thanks for being here, Jill, and doing your hard work. And Juliet, thank you, too. We've got Walter Tomaszewski in the house, along with L. Bird. And good to see you this morning. It's Coma going. They got you combing and going. Anyway. I bet you everybody makes that joke. Who else is out there? I already said hi to Penny. Did I miss the creative man? Oh, there's the Warlord. What's going on? Morgan King. Good to see you. Man, look at all these great people. I'm so blessed. We got 30 seconds till we have go time. Andy Masterson, the master of creation. Good to see you, my friend. Really missed the opportunity to go to see everybody at the meetup, but I did do a follow-up video to that should have dropped last night. And you can, if you haven't seen it yet, go see it. Seriously. Good to see you, Spirian. I hope you had a good time, brother. Sorry I missed everybody. Really wish I could have been there. You guys have no idea. What else is happening? I don't know. But emotionally unstable amphibian, great to see you. On that note, 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out 6-Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about. Not a lot of time to do it. And let's talk first about Project Hail Mary, which was excellent. Had a great box office. In fact, higher than I even imagined. I thought 140 was a big number. Worldwide, 141 is even better. That number continues to go up. I have a feeling that the revised Monday numbers, which will be out tonight or tomorrow morning, will be even higher. Why? Because the box office did very well with what they're admitting to, 80.5 million. I've seen as high as 81.5 to 82 million, setting it tied perhaps with the former record holder itself. But look, this is one of those films that, whether or not it beats Oppenheimer or not, it's an original film, and it is something that I think a lot of people are excited about. 80.6 million according to Hollywood Reporter. The numbers just keep rising. Ryan Gosling is probably in line for an Oscar. His performance is unmatched. He was acting against a puppet. And the puppet made you feel, you really felt like the puppet was alive. It was a great conversation, a great friendship. I'm not going to spoil anything else in case you still haven't seen it yet, but what are you waiting for? By the way, the weekend also had the premiere episodes of SNL UK. That's right. They used their talent and their sense of humor, which is brilliant, to mock, their leadership. And Trump used the clip and retweeted it, re-X'd it, reposted it, mocking Starmer as well. It's pretty funny. And again, if you haven't heard the news, it's reported that the president has said that we are going to be suspending hostilities and a ceasefire with that country. They did bring back Princess Diana and Winston Churchill with a Jurassic Park technology in the SNL UK Last Supper sketch. That's interesting to say the least, recognizing the British tradition of dressing up like ladies. Anyway, it's time to end the Bachelor franchise in this person's opinion piece. Rick Porter makes an example of this Taylor Frankie Paul lady and just how terrible she is. I'll be doing an entire video on this later today and why it's ridiculous to throw away one season and then throw away the entire franchise. That's dumb. We got Barry Keoghan whining all over the internet saying that he's abused and that, online he's become it's a problem. He thinks he doesn't want to be on screen anymore. He doesn't want to act anymore because of his appearance. I'm like, dude, you get hired as an actor because of your appearance. What are you talking about? We got Carrie Ann Fleming passing away. iZombie and Supernatural actress has passed at the age of 51. No cause of death was given, nor have I discovered one since I found the story yesterday. This is strange. A lot of younger actors and actresses are dying recently, including the fellow from Buffy. Very strange indeed. Amanda Peet revealed a tragic diagnosis while taking care of both of her parents simultaneously in hospice care. She was given a breast cancer diagnosis that she couldn't pass along to her dying family members. And she had to go through treatment and is still, I guess, being taken care of right now. What a sad story. The Guthrie family's in the midst of pleading for renewed attention to their plight, their missing mother. And I'm thinking, just get the FBI. Call in the FBI if they're not already involved. Weren't they involved sooner? I don't know that they shouldn't just start the grieving process because it's the first 48, right? And we've been going on how many months? It's not good. We've got spiking gas prices tied to the Iran thing, which I just said. Well, we had a major fluctuation in the price of oil this morning, so a lot of these stories are not current, but it's the AP. So the enhanced role for immigration offers at the airports frustrates travelers and screeners. Well, I think it would frustrate illegals more than it would frustrate anybody else who's going to get through security faster. I think this was a interesting work of 4D chess. That's what I would call it. Nonprofits and unions at airports are rallying to feed TSA officers as shutdown drags on. At least there's some support there. We've got airline travelers. They say something simple. The shutdown answer is to pay TSA officers. Yeah, well, it's a Democrat shutdown. What does that tell you? And they don't want to take the blame. Brent crude briefly tops 119 per barrel before it receded, which, again, it had been up multiple times in the last several sessions. And we have Cuba trying to restore power nationwide after complete grid collapse, unless you're in their socialist hotel. And then you still had power. And finally, I wanted to make sure we had enough time to play the final bear video of the day, which is Monrovia residents held a memorial walk for the euthanized bear that swiped 2 people in attacks in California. If you guys don't remember this story, we covered it just a few days ago. They did end up finding the mother and 2 cubs. They put down the mother and kept the cubs in this sad, tragic story. And a picture of a bear relaxing. And there's the group of supporters. This from NBC News just the other night. Blondie the bear, a mother, a life, the loss felt. And again, this is a bear that people were familiar with that came within proximity of a lady walking her dog. And that's, well, because she's got cubs, she ended up swiping the passerby and then following that up with another, what she would have perceived as a problem for her cubs. So she, again, went after another person. It's sad, but unfortunately, you don't want wild animals to have those negative reactions with humans. On that note, it's good to see everybody this morning. Doc is in the house. Gotta love it. Love the welcome to the Rebellion Vindicta tag there, my friend. It's good to see you. It's a sad Barry story indeed, but I have to cover the sad things and as well as the happy things. You gotta love bears. At least I do. Anyway. Look, we're going to have a little bit of bonus time, but not a lot this morning. So, yeah, there's that. And Brian says, unfortunately, the hotel got a breathing clinic. Got power, and a breathing clinic got a house full of dead folks. Yeah, because they were all on the ventilators. So they lost a lot of older people. Complete crap. Again, I don't like the public socialists that get lots of exposure on the platforms. In fact, they seem to get amplified on video services and on the social media apps. And I don't get it. You guys are rooting for hardship on your fellow man, and because that's all that particular line of thought is. So it doesn't make sense for me. Cash Kenster is in the house. Hey, the smoking man, along with Randy Thoto. Good to see you. And of course, Lord Thoth, one of the longest wrenches here. John Yulden, all the way from the UK. It's been a minute, brother. Haven't seen you in a long, long time. Saying hi, everyone. Culture, I hope you have been practicing your Mockney accent. Well, I need to work on that, but you and I should practice together. That would probably be good. Let's see. El Bird, I said hi. Oh, there's Timmy. Timmy, what's going on, Tim? Commander Ed Streaker Shadow out there this morning. Good to see you. Cat Slave, of course, already said hi too. Let's see. We've got Captain. Is that right? Capt Arg 16. Good morning, Cece. Good morning. Bill Blum says, and there is a sad bear story. Sorry, lots of microbreweries have shut down all over here. That's not good news. Hate that. Look at all these amazing folks in the chat. Look at this. This is going to be a good day. So I've already subscribed to your gardening channel. Well, thank you. And by the way, the link's in the description down below. If you didn't see the commercial for it in the last two videos, you'll see it at the end of the stream. So don't go running after you see Sherry's Slam and Clam restaurant promotion. Boy, do I wish that place was real. And all of that. But look, there's good things in the world happening too, and that's why I put such an emphasis on PHM, Project Hail Mary. I think it's one of the few times I will tell you to go see a movie, and I don't do that very often. So there's that. Tobox says Culture should start a commie grift and see how he goes to the moon. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I could start an entirely unrelated channel and go full commie mode on it. And if it got traction, I would be frustrated. How do you promote that? How do you promote the suffering of the common man? That just seems like hot garbage to me. Disappointing. I've been disappointed in humanity, though. I'm not afraid to say it. There's a lot of stories out there, and again, I've got two to cover later today to get you videos for tomorrow. But Ubisoft got hit with additional layoffs. I think that's worth talking about here in bonus time, and I would say, unfortunately, I'm not surprised. This has been coming for a while. And, man, I got to get rid of the masthead. That is just too big. I talked to the guys over at that park place. Let's bring this up on the screen so we are all talking about the same thing. Oops, didn't have the share there anymore. Care Bear share. There we go. All right, so more Ubisoft layoffs hit as... well, need to roll down. More Ubisoft layoffs hit as development ends at Red Storm Entertainment. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Politics killed these companies. Trevor Denning writes about it for That Park Place. You can check out the article this morning. But the video game publisher Ubisoft has announced another round of layoffs during a gamesindustry.biz article. Red Storm Entertainment, the studio long associated with the Tom Clancy franchise, which is awesome, will cease game development operations. The cuts will result in a loss of 105 jobs. I imagine some other jobs go with that, including some, contract workers. Rather than an isolated incident, these cuts reflect a broader shift within Ubisoft to try to protect the assets that work and the few brands that they have that seem to have survived the woke turn and poor leadership of the French crazies that somehow thought that they could avoid the SA charges that they all meaningfully deserved. Well, not all of them, but many of them. That would save their bacon. No, it created no bacon because nobody wants woke games. The gaming industry is learning that. Takes apparently a long time to learn. So what does the layoffs mean exactly? Well, the North Carolina studio is expected to focus on IT and customer relations. That's good. Many industry observers interpret the transition as the end to its role as a full-scale game development house. Of course, some technical work will remain, particularly involving the Snowdrop engine, specifically developed by Ubisoft, subsidiary Massive Entertainment, which I think is one of the few things that make some of these games look original and feel original. There's a screenshot from Unity, a game I actually enjoyed. The Ubisoft source told GamesIndustry.biz that laid off employees. We should receive assistance, though, through comprehensive support, including severance packages. Well, we'll have to see if that actually happens. Ubisoft's ongoing challenges are many. The company has faced mounting challenges for several years. In 2023, they began actively seeking ways to streamline its operations and so on and so on and so on. And they wouldn't have to do this. They shouldn't have to do this. And the only reason they're doing it is because they destroyed their industry, just like Hollywood. And yet, today, one of the comments in the chat of the box office video I did on Project Hail Mary, if you haven't seen the video yet, please go watch it, beginning to end, and then read the comments. They're brilliant. People here are really commenting well. One of those is that, Hollywood can save itself. They just have to want to. I agree with that take wholeheartedly. So, I agree with that take wholeheartedly. Can I post a link? Of course I can post a link. Hang on momentarily. Momentita, senorita. Almost said that wrong. That was going to be bad. All right, what do we got here? Copy. And a little pasty chef. Control V. Boom. Do it over here. Control V. Boom. At some point, I'll create a Rumble equivalent, and then I'll start dropping videos on both things. But there is zero content there. I'm pre-warning you. The content will start to build this week as I get opportunities to edit and create more. We're actually going to start out with a neat little device that I use because I abandoned the traditional seed oils and other things like that. I'll show you what I use to make things like coating surfaces easier. It's a pretty cool product. You don't have to buy the product. I'm just giving you an idea of something that you might be able to use, and eventually I'll add the link to the description for the video. Probably end up turning that one into a short at some point, but we're also going to start talking about soil composition and building your own soil. I'm rebuilding my potato beds for the second season's planting, and I'm going to want to show you the way I go about doing it so everything's loose enough that everything gets a chance to breathe. Nothing gets anaerobic that isn't intended to get anaerobic, and we end up with a self-watering situation. And I'll then go into detail in other videos about the reasons that I do things the way I do, and we'll talk about all of that. So be looking forward to those videos. It's coming. Yeah, woke got broke, Mr. DeMarc. Indeed. They plumb dumb. So I did post those links in the chat. You guys are great. And again, if you're trying to be a more sustainable human being, these are the ways you do it. You can even take your own soil and add just a couple of components and immediately turn junk clay into growable soil and slowly build it up to be something spectacular, especially if you inoculate it with biochar, which eventually, not immediately, we'll get to, since I'm going to be putting up a whole brand new greenhouse as part of a joint project I'm going to publish on both the Culture Builds channel and the Garden channel, which we'll get back to a little bit on the Culture Builds. I want to say thank you to the first Dragon Queen. Once again, she's here. Had to get her wings ready to go Thursday. Awesome. And hopefully, Wilton will get his legs sometime this week. I'm hoping. So I want to say thank you to those of you who have just subscribed over on the Garden channel. Again, the faster we get to 1,000, the faster that channel actually pays for itself. That would be lovely. You guys can support my gardening habit by supporting that channel. Bill Blum in the house says Lenovo already had a pile of layoffs after their sale to the Far East. Yeah, well, that's bad. They're also dumping Windows, by the way, just so you know. Windows is losing ground globally. And especially in the ready for wear PC market. Lenovo was the first one. There's going to be plenty of shoes to drop. Everybody's going to switch to a Linux with a similar GUI interface and a similar experience. And in the future, that'll be a good thing. Man, I'm getting message after message this morning. You guys are on fiber. Man, whew, lots of people hitting me up in the DMs. Look at you guys. Look at you. It's going to be a fun day today. Now, thank you, Jill, for reminding me to promote said link. And you ladies and you gentlemen in the chat that have the wrenches, please feel free to repost the link. You guys are the best. The Research Triangle has a bunch of neat startups and biggies. Yeah. I'm looking right now at the land acquisition. It's funny because it's the same thing that Tim Pool talked about over the Friday show. I'm looking at land acquisitions versus developments and looking at what tech and military infrastructure corridor looks like in Virginia. And I'm so glad I did not pick anywhere near there to move. And I'm still sticking with Tennessee, but Tennessee is going to become a hub too. So just keep that in mind. It's no tax status plus many other things is, there. I want to say thanks to Ruby Who for another super duper chat. She's always so kind. I'll get to the rest of the super chats and offerings in a minute. But have a phenomenal day, Culture and Culturians. You too, Ruby Who, you too. And you are a delight. And thank you for supporting me for so long. And say hi to Who for me, please. Juliet, thank you as well. Barry the Music Man is out there in the world. Good to see you. I think I saw Alyssa out there. Good to see you, dear. Yeah, signed up for the Garden channel. Thank you very much. I can't wait. Like I said, you guys are supporting my my habit. Of course, my habit's healthy and good. It's good for all of us because I'm going to show you some neat tips and tricks that hopefully you haven't seen yet. Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle sent me a Shiba Inu dog, one of my favorite little animal stickers. I appreciate that one. Hello, notice me, senpai. I do. I notice you, and I thank you so very much. Let's see if we have any celebrations in the audience. If you have a birthday or you want to honor somebody's birthday, this is about the right time that I do that. I don't have any celebrates right now. Celebrate. I want to make sure because Mrs. Pitt Cafe always keeps me honest on that. Don't want to miss anything. Low Spec Linux Gaming says, I will celebrate when they go get out from Montreal. Oh, okay. For my friends that are in Canada, just know I appreciate you. I love you. And I hope your government sorts itself out soon. You and the UK have two of the worst, most corrupt leaders that I have seen in my lifetime. And that's saying a lot because Mitch McConnell's still in office. So, along with this Thune guy, who's just a total douchebag. Not sure he's going to get any votes for... I would primary him. If I were the Republican right now, I'll make sure that he gets no money. That's just me. Let's see. I think we just got a super duper chat from L Bird with another 10 generous dollars of Culture Casino cash, saying, "Why is the merch for PHM behind?" It's my fault. CD vinyl doesn't release till July, and Rocky plush releases in a month. Yeah, I can't explain that. I don't think Amazon was quite ready for this, and I think they're using Twonk as their toy company. The one toy that I found doesn't come out until like April 16th, so I think that may be the one you're referring to. That's Rocky. That looks amazing to me. I think some of the designs are tough to mass produce at scale. I think you'd have to have a lot of 3D printers running at exceptional rates of speed to recreate that interesting art from the film. But look, I'm gonna give you some something to reflect on and look back at. Disney had nothing ready for Frozen to be successful. So it took them almost a year to get any merch up and running. They had started printing T-shirts late even, but they should have had shirts. They should have had a Rocky plush. I agree with you, but Hot Topic should have had a bunch of junk. But look, once again, who knew, right? I mean, I knew this movie was going to be extraordinary, but a lot of people didn't. And I want to completely read the super chat so you feel like you got read, but I was expecting Hot Topic sections and such with the anticipation for it. I need Rocky. We all do. I'm going to buy a Rocky. So I want to see if I can create my own animatronic out of them. I'm weird like that. Yeah, T-shirts he was wearing are out there. Yeah, they are. And look, you're going to find some T-shirts. T-shirts are easy to put together, especially with all the graphic art that I'm sure was created just to visualize the character. In fact, again, another reason to go through my videos, especially the review video, and even yesterday's comments on the box office. People in there were dropping just info bombs telling you how they went about constructing the character, the visualization. The Creature Shop went through 100 iterations to get to where they were, according to one viewer who actually emailed with Andy Weir. So you should look at that exchange. I think you're going to be impressed. I was duly impressed with that legwork, and I appreciate it. Nathan says Legos was the ship, but it's sold out. Yeah, see? And again, you don't start to go, this is the problem. Toy manufacturers and even Lego have been burned so many times by Disney garbage and the lack of market for Disney garbage, like Hoppers. Do you see any Hoppers garbage out there? They're tired of getting burned. So when they look at something like Rocky and this particular film, they're like, well, it's kind of quirky. It might work, but here's the back burner designs we can have ready, and we can do it quickly. But yeah, it does take a minute to ramp all that stuff up. But I think if you previewed it for them, maybe that would change their minds. Like I said, woke get broke, and sometimes these companies that have been burned too many times are going to go at something pretty slow. Yeah, Eddie says you just got to look for it. I'm going to go look for it, Eddie Rodriguez. Thank you, bud. Let's see, who else is out there? Vinyl is a real big problem. There is only one company making the pucks that go into the presets to make the discs. Really? That's crazy. Hey, Elton John's 79th birthday is coming up, so let's celebrate that on Wednesday when we get there. Shirts are available. Yeah, I anticipated that. So we got Juliet out there with a green super duper chat to say I've been a member here for 16 months. That's a year, and that's quite not almost a year and a half. You're getting close. Saying Amazon are selling T-shirts, hoodies, and I don't know how to say this. Cups? Maybe it's cups. Maybe it's a typo. I don't know. Gonna fly now. Flying high now. All right, Randy Thodo. Da-da-da. Now I get the song in my head. Good job. We got Ms. Pickoff reminding me that we had a member chat. I got it. And guys, Midnight's Edge in the morning later today. That's where we're all going to go. At least that's where I'm going to set the redirect up to go to hang out. We're going to talk box office over there this morning a little bit. I think that'll be a good time. We're having a good time. Oh, not quite ready to get into the upper register this morning. So let's see. Midnight's Edge. Did you guys see the meetup was huge? I hope you got to see some of the coverage. I caught some of the lives and everything else. I think it's a big deal. And Midnight's Edge is coming up right after my show. I will be trying to participate in the box office aspect of that show and hanging out with all of you. If you haven't seen the videos that dropped yesterday and this morning, please double check on those. I'm probably going to drop a members first video today. So if you're wearing green in the chat, then you're going to get access to a video first and foremost in about a half a day before everybody else. So a video premieres Tuesday morning in this case. You're going to see on Monday afternoon, evening. So there's that. And if you have not yet checked out the, the Garden channel, I'm going to post it one more time in the chat below, and you can actually click on that link and sign up. And again, all you're doing is helping me exploit my habit, and it won't cost me as much money. So caveat ties in the house. Hello. The beautiful Deeple in the house. Good to see you. The beautiful deep bow. Brian Parker, thanks for being here. All of you guys, I appreciate you. You're not in that Park Place at noon Eastern. It doesn't mean you won't be there later. Okay, I'm going to go do box office hour. And might stay a little longer. A lot of it depends. Usually that Park Place is busy now. I feel like I'm the special guest on occasion over there, and that's fine. I like that we're bringing in new creators to have conversations with. And I miss people. I see less of Vash. I see less of the guys, but that's okay. I can always pick up the phone and call everybody, so that's good too. Yeah, they have a pin set. Texas 84's over there just finding everything. I love it. As a dude for orchestral recordings, as a mastering dude, for orchestral recordings and the like, I keep track of how vinyl is being handled. There is a 5 to 10 month delay after delivering a master. You're kidding me. Before they stamp them? No way. Oh man, we got to speed that up. We used to be able to put out record albums like hours after things were made. Do you remember the Live Aid album? It came out, and then got shared. A lot of illegal stuff happened. But, man, that's crazy. We are the world. Sean Carter says, I'm subbed. I'll be planting my 2 raised beds this week. Yeah, I'm going to be, again, that's part of the process this week. So I'm going to show you a really neat sprayer I found. I'm going to tell you where to get it, and then eventually I'll put a link to it because I will have to disclose that I'll be being paid for it. But I'll need at least 3 people to buy it. And then I'll probably create a short out of that as well. We've got so much to talk about, guys. I can't even believe it. But we're going to all fit it into all the various shows today. And I just want to say, for those of you who did make it to MegaCon, and I have a little bit of FOMO, the only reason I did is because I didn't get to hang out with all of you and spend that lovely time. We got our good friend James Dosher out there saying, got to consider what to do with that huge planter in the front yard now. Oh, I'm telling you. You can take a 20-inch pot and make a salad garden that'll just, give you a salad every so often. And if you plant 4 marigolds somewhere in amongst all the other items that we're going to plant, I'm going to show you how to do that too. But those marigolds will handle most of the pest control. So that's very helpful for tomatoes. And then there's also the cinnamon trick and a few other things that will keep moths away from various areas. We got a lot of things to teach you. So that's wild. Lack of vinyl pucks. Well, let's start making vinyl pucks. Commander Ed Strager, shout out to the G&G MegaCon live stream. Coverage was sabotaged by Fear the Weirdos live streaming incompetence. Well, I mean, Beardo does take the responsibility onto himself oftentimes to do the live streaming there, but there's that. Lucky 80 in the like department. That's right, with 91 of you live. Some of you getting ready to redirect your own selves on the green machine side of things. Although, I think you, Ms. Pickoff, I can redirect to Midnight's Edge in the morning from the green side of the equation. So there's that. Need to harvest the rest of Meyer lemons. Oh, those are so good. Meyer's lemons are lemonade lemons. That's really the best way to describe them because they are perfect for that. Juice them. You can juice your whole harvest if you have to into multiple jugs. You can put that juice into ice cubes and reconstitute it later, or use it in tea or water, and you have your own lemon water delivery system, which is incredibly healthy for you. Yeah, you could be digging into historic documents. Folks in Colombia have, or I don't care. I got to figure out how to do it. Davina Duckworth is with us this morning. Good morning. And for those of you who have signed up for that garden place, I'll say thank you. I appreciate it. I am James Doshers in the house saying, no redirection for me. I'm going to throw myself into some writing this noontide. Well, roll tide on your noontide, brother. I hope you enjoy your writing, and I'm glad you have self-discipline. It's very important. So, yeah. But, yeah, that garden place will start to develop content starting this week, so you'll start to see some things. So, yeah, I'm not going to mess around anymore, guys. I'm going to show you how to get, a nice separation, utilizing your fats, staying away from seed oils, and using real things, eating real food. We're going to show you how to grow a lot of real food. We're going to show you how to properly get a lot of the other items you have to buy at the grocery store, at least for now. On that note, man, I'm glad everybody's here. Kaladin, everybody. You guys are killing it out there. Having a computer handle the mastering slew to eliminate problems with excursions during the cutting operation. Hang on. Was not possible until recently. Oh, well, there you go. Yes, I've been on a writing streak as of late. All of you writers have been, and thank you again for your kind gift, Caveat Ties. Sending me Caveat Ties? All right. We need to make sure HBO... Oh, wait. We need to make sure Pro is subscribed to that garden channel, that garden place. And again, we will be hanging the sign in the greenhouse in the background. So, and I'll have you in the greenhouse, despite the fact that it's going to be a little warm. So, and I'll be dressed in my gardening clothes, not in my, sit in the studio clothes. So, yeah. Might have to run the AC in the greenhouse. We'll see. Starting to get warm. On that note, in seeing Lucius Nature Triste, what do you think of hugelkultur? I think the problem is you need to understand the wood that you're using to fill your raised beds, and understand that some woods take extremely long periods of time to break down. And if you don't have the opportunity to generate the right types of little micro guys to do the job effectively, it might take decades, 50 years. You may not have enough time for that log to go anywhere. Yet, under the right circumstances, situations, and with the right little bug guys, it will be faster. But I think that small twigs and small twigs and sticks and things like that. I'm not sure what a tig is, but anyway, that's even better. But let's say if you want to inoculate your soil with good things and fill your beds, you take willow twigs. Make sure you shave them down to the bark, which you can use the shavings for mulch if you so choose. The willows actually release a compound that essentially builds up very positive soil situations for rooting plants, and get all other agents involved in breaking things down, like worms and so on and so forth. So a lot of it depends on the tree type. But I think hugelkultur can work if you have the right wood and the right situation and the ability to aid in it being devoured quickly. I do know this. If you have a tree that's starting to show fungal growth on the outside, you have a ready-to-die tree, and one that'll likely fall down in any severe storm. So just keep that in mind if you walk around your property all of a sudden and you see a bunch of fungus. That's not the tree to stand under. It's not the tree to be anywhere near in a storm. And if it's close to anything you think highly of, you might want to get rid of it. Consult an arborist first. I'm not a professional arborist. I just observe things and get rid of the things that can cause me a headache. And that would definitely cause more than a headache. So just keep that in mind. Don't put a deer stand on it either if you're a hunter. Bad plan. In fact, don't put a deer stand on any tree that has mushrooms growing, because that's a sign of decay. So there's that. Hey, last call with Troy Pacelli in the house. Can you put the link back up? I can. I think it's already been done. Yep, Juliet got it. Thank you, Juliet. Man, you guys are right on top of it. All right, well, we got to get out of here, folks. I got to get myself to the point where I can break my fast, and then I can hang out with Midnight's Edge in the morning for the first hour. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, Jedi Master. I appreciate you, friend. I hope you're doing well. Still praying for you, though, and to a full, complete recovery, brother. I hope you're doing very well, and thank you. Thank you a lot. And again, this is Jedi Master's message, which, again, I appreciate. Yep, I'm better. I actually went on my walk before the show this morning, so it's getting warm outside during the day, so there's that. Chief William Schweikert says, hello, Culture Casino. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for being here. And I appreciate you. So, gotta love all of our amazing military members. Current and veteran retired. Yep, willow natural rooting compound. Yep, most people don't know that, but you can actually soak. You can actually soak shaved willow twigs in water. I'm going to do a video on this, but we'll go through it. And just soak them over a couple, 3 days, or even one day, and it'll shed some of the things that are part of its natural makeup, which is celiac, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, but I think, in fact, that's where you get acetylsilic acid from, which is aspirin. You know, Bayer aspirin, analgesic. So there's that. Weird stuff, I know, but I'm wildly crazy about insane things. Thanks for the seam, says It's Kumago, and thank you for being here, friend. Go check out the videos from today and yesterday. You missed stuff. You're probably busy watching or being part of MegaCon. Now go check out the things you missed. Please help. Lilu Dallas Multipass. I got to get out of here. I'm bonkers. All right, guys, the commercial for the new channel is coming up here in just a second, right after the Sherry Slam and Clam.
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's? Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slam and Clam. Sherry's Slam and Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2 shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slam and Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today.
Heads up, That Garden Place is coming at you this week, so make sure you get subscribed early. Thanks. See you next time. Thank you, Six. Good morning, dear. You are the best.